Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned.
It's a lot.
It's good, bro.
Balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all.
This drama is reaching epic proportions, with Jaguar Wright dropping a bombshell suggesting that Nicki Minaj might be the brains behind the jaw-dropping leaked video featuring Meek Mill and Diddy. Allegedly, this is payback for Meek's past treatment of her, as Nicki has been harboring some serious resentment for 8 years. Rumors swirl that Nicki orchestrated the leak, going as far as allegedly paying off the bodyguard to take the fall. And then there are those scandalous whispers about Diddy and Meek possibly being involved romantically, fueled further by Lil Rod's lawsuit accusing Diddy of taking Meek to undisclosed territories. Suddenly, the social media landscape is ablaze with the leaked tape, leaving everyone stunned. It's like a twist ripped straight from a Hollywood thriller. And it's clear Nicki Minaj means business. Dive with us into this whirlwind of drama because Nicki is not playing games. But first, make sure that you subscribe to our channel and you smash that notification bell for more updates like this. Now let's dive in.
Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas.
It's easy to tell that whoever wrote the recent lawsuit against the wannabe rapper/producer reads this website on a pretty regular basis. They even use some of the same clues in their blind items. And I said before and I'm saying again, no, that's because the blind item has been recording crimes that have been reported to them instead of the police for the past 20 years.
President Obama, Ross was there and texted, this chick is a keeper. She went in a room full of rappers and spoke to Obama, and the first thing out of her mouth was about you.
It's been a solid 6 years since Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill parted ways, yet their relationship saga continues to captivate. Fresh revelations are emerging about the tumultuous nature of their 2-year romance, with Nicki herself shedding light on some astonishing details. Can you believe the allegations that he spit on her? It's a truly baffling revelation. Reflecting on their union, wasn't their coupling one of the most unexpected pairings ever? Despite both being entrenched in the rap scene and traversing similar circles, their union still caught everyone off guard when it blossomed in 2015. But as they say, love operates in enigmatic ways, doesn't it? Initially, their journey seemed smooth sailing. Meek even joined Nicki on her Pink Print tour as the opening act for the North American leg, showcasing their affection for each other. However, after a blissful couple of years, their relationship took a toxic turn, leading to their eventual separation. Initially, the reasons behind their split remained murky, but the social media jabs they exchanged hinted at simmering tensions. Then things took a dramatic turn when Nicki teased a snippet from her upcoming docuseries, Queen, slated to stream on HBO Max. Though brief, the clip carried immense weight, revealing a raw and emotional side of Nicki rarely seen before.
Mother would let my father be violent with her. And she always brings up the story as a little girl. I would stand in front of my mother and go like this. Obama, and the first thing out of her mouth was about you. And then you come out on an album when it's time to sell some weak ass album and try to disrespect Nicki Minaj? What?
In the teaser, Nicki became visibly emotional as she delved into a deeply personal topic, revealing her vulnerability. It was evident that this was a difficult subject for her to address. Despite bearing her truth, she refrained from naming individuals or directly accusing anyone of harm against her. She intentionally left out specifics, leaving viewers to speculate about the identity of the person she alluded to and the timing of the incident. However, the plot thickened when, shortly after Nicki unveiled this bombshell snippet from her docuseries, Meek Mill served her with a cease and desist letter, essentially demanding her silence regarding him in the series. Quite the twist, right? Consider this. Prior to Meek, Nicki was in a 14-year relationship with Safari Samuels, and following Meek, she had a brief fling with Nas for about a year. Hence, any of these individuals could have been the focus of Nicki's emotional disclosure. Yet it was Meek Mill who chose to take a defensive and legal stance. Quite the move indeed. His reaction only intensified speculation, with fingers now pointed squarely in his direction, questioning if he was the individual Nicki was alluding to.
Mill and P. Diddy did what? Every day there is a main story on the internet, and the goal is to never be it. Unfortunately, for P. Diddy and Meek Mill, they are the...
Adding fuel to the fire, old clips of Nicki and Meek began resurfacing like mushrooms after rain. One particular video depicted a troubling interaction where Meek appeared to mistreat Nicki in public, visibly in her demeanor. Initially beaming, Nicki's expression changed abruptly, suggesting she was deeply affected by something he said. It was akin to witnessing a mood swing in real time, prompting widespread speculation. And let's not overlook the shady maneuvers Meek executed post-breakup. I mean, seriously, dissing your ex in a song right after she announces her engagement? Take, for instance, when Nicki got engaged to Kenneth Petty. Meek swiftly released a track containing lyrics like, "This is beyond me. You were supposed to be my bae. Now you this man's fiancé?" Such lyrics were undoubtedly a low blow, insinuating that Nicki had somehow downgraded by committing to Kenneth Petty.
As abrasive or bitchy or whatever, because I vowed from that age, no man would ever abuse me, call me out my name, treat me like that. And then all of a sudden...
Hold on to your seats because the plot thickens. Fast forward to 2020 and Nicki Minaj and Kenneth were simply going about their business when they crossed paths with none other than Meek himself. What followed was a rapid escalation from a chance encounter to a full-blown heated argument, culminating in Meek being escorted out of the store. Drama at its finest. But hold on, there's more. Just when you thought the narrative couldn't get any messier, Meek decided to stir the pot by liking a shady social media post taking jabs at Nicki's husband. The post mocked Kenneth's fashion choices, essentially likening him to a mere mannequin, a move that was undeniably messy. Nicki had had enough of staying silent and took to Twitter to air her grievances, lambasting Meek with lines like, "Trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers. Bad-built face obsessed with the queen." She didn't stop there, adding, "He's been fixated on my man for a year now, claiming he checked my page to see him, but found himself blocked. Move on, dude. I can tell your lady's embarrassed. Remember how you panicked in that store when things got heated?" Nicki didn't hold back on Instagram either, labeling Meek a clown who craved attention and insinuating that he resorted to social media antics because he was intimidated by men. With these words, she essentially pointed a finger at Meek as the man who had been physically aggressive toward her during their time together.
With Boss Talk 101 podcast, and he had a couple things to say about Diddy grooming him.
The battle of words between Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj escalated further when Meek fired back, alleging, "The only way you can try to ruin my career is to say I hit women. Talk about your brother convicted of SA, and you've been new and paid for his lawyer. Your little brother touched that little girl too, you know. I know. You want me to crash with your boyfriend and I won't." We know that whenever anybody argues with Nicki, they always bring up her brother and husband and their SA convictions. It's always the go-to clapback against her. So it's not surprising that Meek went there. He didn't stop there, adding, "You said you're willing to crash your man because you're losing. Now everybody in the industry know you a bad person. You know your brother was SAing that little girl. That's why I got away from you." However, Nicki was not going to back down without a fight, and she retaliated by exposing Meek's long history of physical harm against women. She revealed, "You hit your own sister and taped it, spit on her and taped it, kicked me in front of your mother and sent her to the hospital. Sucking Drake's D made you feel tough again. Move on. Imagine talking about an alleged SA of a child to hurt someone who wasn't involved just so people can dislike me. You can never stand on your own. You won't tell people the mother is on tape asking me for $20 million to make the charges go away, though you was around, you know. See you soon." And with that revelation, Nicki Minaj unequivocally confirmed that Meek was indeed the boyfriend who subjected her to maltreatment. In response, Meek fired back stating, "Surrounded by bad guys talking what? Stop playing. You picked a great time to be saying I ever put my hands on you. You full of hate, and the whole industry know you full of hate, and your bag getting low, so you want to destroy me." He continued, "I can't believe y'all industry people let people survive this long in the game, knowing they're really nasty people and having a nasty upbringing. Everybody really know what going on. I'm powerful and I'm never scared to speak up. For clarification, I don't hit women, and I won't let my inner be filled with questions about her or any situation to do with her when I come out to do press for my new album, No Devil's Tricks. My girl is with me, pregnant. Watching me tweet about my ex is very clownish. I'm a exit. This controversy ignited a firestorm on the internet, as it's not every day that two rappers become embroiled in such public turmoil.
Diddy fried.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy fried. He Diddy fried. He the Diddy do out.
Unfortunately, when Nicki spoke out about her experience with domestic violence, she faced disbelief and accusations of dishonesty, a distressing reality often encountered by women who courageously share their stories. The pervasive culture of victim blaming and disbelief compounds the ordeal, especially when survivors don't disclose immediately. Thus, it's understandable why Nicki might seek revenge on her perpetrator in a manner that exposes him to public humiliation, even if it means implicating others like Diddy. Here's the twist. Nicki was under Diddy's management at the time, while Meek was under Roc Nation, owned by Diddy's close associate, Jay-Z. Allegations surfaced that Diddy was involved with Meek, adding another layer of betrayal to Nicki's already traumatic experience. Not only was Meek accused of mistreating Nicki, but he was also supposedly cheating on her with someone she perceived as a mentor. This revelation prompted Nicki to sever ties with Diddy, realizing he had been manipulating her and enabling Meek's mistreatment. It's a tangled web of deceit and betrayal where loyalty and trust were exploited for personal gain.
He made a song about what he did to Diddy?
The situation takes a darker turn as reports emerge suggesting that Diddy and Jay-Z conspired to suppress Nicki's documentary, the same one that triggered Meek's spiral after she teased a snippet of it. Allegedly, Jay-Z aimed to shield his artist, while Diddy sought to safeguard his reputation and interests, as Nicki's revelations threatened to implicate him and Meek Mill. However, Nicki proved to be strategic, playing the long game. It's rumored that she clandestinely captured videos and photos of Meek Mill and Diddy during their encounters, holding on to them as leverage. Aware of the power dynamic, she refrained from leaking the material, knowing the repercussions of crossing Diddy and Jay-Z. Instead, she patiently awaited her opportunity. When Diddy faced public scrutiny for his mistreatment of women and Lil Rod's lawsuit surfaced, exposing Diddy's affair with Meek, Nicki seized her chance for revenge. The timing was impeccable, as she finally leaked the damning footage. It's a convoluted web of intrigue and betrayal. Lil Rod's bombshell lawsuit rocked the industry, shedding light on Diddy's alleged inappropriate behavior, including sensational claims involving prominent figures like Usher and even Meek Mill.
I'm pretty sure.
And in this lawsuit, he claims that essentially P. Diddy was the Epstein of the rap industry.
In the court documents, Mr. Combs allegedly disclosed to Mr. Jones that he had engaged in intimate activity with rapper, redacted, R&B artist, redacted, and Stevie J. Furthermore, Mr. Combs supposedly offered to ensure Mr. Jones won Producer of the Year at the Grammys in exchange for engaging in gay acts. In a footnote, the document identified the rapper as someone who dated Nicki Minaj, performed at the Super Bowl, and had a successful Las Vegas residency. As soon as people started making connections, it was as if a light bulb illuminated the room. Usher, known for his stellar Super Bowl performances and thriving Vegas residencies, seemed to perfectly fit the description of the R&B artist. As for the rapper, Meek Mill, a Philadelphia native with a penchant for the limelight, particularly notable for his high-profile relationship with Nicki Minaj, was a prime suspect. It didn't take a genius to piece the puzzle together. However, when the lawsuit surfaced online, chaos ensued. Meek Mill found himself under intense scrutiny, receiving a roasting akin to a Thanksgiving turkey. Meek Mill's penchant for throwing shade, particularly towards individuals he suspects may identify as LGBTQ+, is no secret, all while striving to uphold his tough guy persona. However, when rumors emerged of him cozying up to Diddy behind closed doors, it exposed a glaring double standard. The internet wasted no time in calling out his hypocrisy, and Meek found himself inundated with criticism he couldn't handle. In a desperate attempt to deflect blame, he launched into a full-blown social media tirade, portraying himself as the victim. and accusing others of attempting to bring down another successful black man. Employing classic deflection tactics, he ranted, "I would trash any celebrity if they tried a wild move on me. No pics, literally go crazy on them. That is all. I'm from Philly, all my ninjas always watch me around this wild industry." He also lashed out at those alleging the lawsuit depicted him as gay, claiming, "Every black blog site enhanced that post to make me seem gay. I change laws for our people. I donate millions. They are designed to destroy the image of black leaders. It can't work with me. That you got to really take me out, and I will still get bigger after demise." Continuing his tirade, Meek Mill doubled down, asserting, "I'm from Philly. I don't do coke or freaky Molly. Nobody won't even offer me coke because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity, and the whole place don't get flipped woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming." He emphasized his preference for keeping his circle tight, stating, "That's why I always come around all these industry ninjas with my real friends. You never catch me around anybody from the industry alone. You can't even hold a convo without my dog stepping into the room. It's been that way." Meek also addressed his relationships, quipping, "When I got a girl around me, I'm effing her twice a day, LOL. Ask some of your favorites. Don't control me. But it's like a high one love to the gay people, but that Juicy P do it for me. I don't ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils." Someone should have definitely intervened and confiscated Meek's phone because his incessant chatter only served to further incriminate him and make him appear guilty as sin. Instead of following Usher's example and staying silent, Meek just couldn't resist the urge to keep talking, ultimately humiliating himself in the process. Remember when he adamantly insisted that he's never been alone with anyone from the industry without his entourage? Well, it turns out that was a blatant lie, as he's been spotted spending ample private time with Diddy. Meek's casual poolside hangouts had fans raising more than just eyebrows, sparking speculation about what truly went down during those encounters. And did Diddy really drop a daddy reference? That's just plain bizarre. Grown men calling each other daddy raises some serious red flags. Furthermore, Diddy's remarks about Meek putting in work and deserving some relaxation only added fuel to the fire, leaving people questioning the nature of their relationship behind closed doors. But here's where it gets juicy. Meek may have inadvertently spilled the beans himself in one of his tracks. Through his lyrics, he hinted at intimate moments with Diddy and seemed to be seeking forgiveness. Talk about airing out your own dirty laundry for the world to see. Just when you thought the drama couldn't possibly escalate further, Diddy's ex-bodyguard emerges with an audio bombshell that will leave you reeling. It's like a scene ripped straight from a Hollywood thriller, and trust me, you don't even want to listen to it. I'm trying to scrub it from my memory as we speak.
Everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the going on, but I just heard balls slapping against.
That's how intense it is. But let me tell you, it spread like wildfire across social media, leaving people absolutely shaken to their core. According to the ex-bodyguard, he recorded the audio during one of Diddy's infamous parties, where Diddy allegedly decided to spike the champagne. And here's the kicker. While everyone else ended up passed out from the alcohol, it was just him, Diddy and Meek, left standing.
All right. But do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no.
Jaguar Wright isn't buying it and is alleging that Nicki Minaj was the mastermind behind leaking that audio, driven by a desire to retaliate against Meek Mill. If you've been paying attention, you might have noticed that Nicki has been hinting at this for quite some time.
That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to.
However, she refrained from directly implicating Diddy because she didn't want to be the one to expose him. Fans have chimed in, with one commenting, "You can tell someone is guilty when they defend themselves as vigorously as Meek did. I'm relieved she leaked it. Vindication for how he treated her." While another observed, teaming up with Remy Ma to provide ammunition for a diss against Nicki. Meek's former best friend Dean went live revealing the mistreatment Nicki endured from Meek No wonder Nicki said don't drop the soap when he went to jail. But what are your thoughts on all of this? Let me hear them in the comments below. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and smash that notification bell for more episodes just like this.